And just like that, one little violation of the threat accords and I've lost my apartment. Now, you guys are pulling me so that you guys can just make up anything. You're probably gonna say this is a gang sign or a threat. I don't know what this is. It just occurred right there. I saw who did it. I'm looking at who did it just now. I'm not looking at them. Did they hide? Doesn't matter. So here's what happened. I'm finally glad that I can say these things. So, as I said, you all knew, just like that guy knows enough to pull me into this to make it seem like a threat. You knew I had that apartment. You knew what it was. And you wanted me to just accept you guys being able to do that thing to me where you heat check me. I'm not heat checking. You're just establishing fear so that you can change me for later on. I'm not allowing you to do that because of what you guys did with it before. And I've already said what I did, and I said it in a public place around the worst possible people. So, therefore, saying it here would only establish a shortcut attempt to try and make it seem like it's my fault. But we all know that so long as I don't say it here, whoever was really responsible for it will fall. We all know that, which is why you wanted me to say it. So, you know I had that apartment. You knew it was given to me, but you didn't like what I was saying about the heifers. You didn't like what I was saying about the police. And that was probably what really did it. And so, you came up to me and you said, do you belong here? Who do you know here? This and that, these things that I'm gonna pretend that I don't know what's going on. And my lying by pretending that I don't know what's happening is gonna force you to lie. And if you lie to try and keep going where you know that you had an agreement to be at, but I just won't admit that because I can just pretend in this moment that I don't know. If you lie, that means that it's okay for me to lie here. Yeah. So yeah, you just have to accept this, bitch. And that's what I did. So, this follows exactly what I said in the industry hack. Because you need to justify being able to take from me so that you can manipulate me in a later action. Which, by the way, I'm pretty sure that attempt on my calm was simply to get me pissed off in those moments. There was an attempt to hold me there, to keep me still, and I was just kind of like, you know what you're doing, you know what you're doing, you know what you're doing. And it was to try and keep me there long enough to call the cops. That's what it was. So, I left my cookies there, and you all saw me buy cookies. You knew I had cookies. I left my cookies in the fridge, and I know what you're doing. That's the flap. That's the little violate this thing so that we can justify violating you. You want me to go back and get my cookies out of the fridge. That's what you want. And you want to say, no, you got told you couldn't be there, but you still went there anyway. So, like, what's wrong with what we're doing? What's wrong with what we're doing? You already decided that I'm going to go get my cookies. I watched you. I see you. Oh, they just cut my umbilical cord. They made me a baby just now, and they pinched my umbilical cord. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna be sleeping outside. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be fun. Just realized you guys are kind of scared. You're doing everything you can to make me physically in this moment as much of an animal as possible, so that you can claim that you're not. That's fine. I mean, I really don't care at this point. The guys that want to fight me still want me to hit first. The women are still just lying. Cooperation is low, very low. Morale is even lower. I mean, at this point, you don't even know what trading is. Yeah, don't get my attention if you're not going to talk to me. That's annoying. Okay, I hate that so much. Yeah, that's it. That was my statement. Stay tuned for what I become.